There are parties that don't need a red carpet, yet somehow make the entire country watch every step. A private birthday, a discreet restaurant in the heart of New York, and suddenly it becomes the center of attention, all because of two names, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. But the real question is, what makes this moment so significant? On the night of March 19th in New York City, Travis Kelce and his fiancée Taylor Swift appeared at the 34th birthday celebration of Kylie Kelce, a woman many described as the emotional heart of the Kelce family. This wasn't a public event, no stage lights, no spectacle, and yet that very privacy made it more compelling than any showbiz production. The image of the couple walking hand in hand under soft Gordon streetlights, reflecting off cobblestone streets, felt almost cinematic. Travis carried himself with quiet confidence, simple yet magnetic. Taylor, elegant and feminine, looked as if she had stepped out of a fashion editorial, yet somehow fully belonged to that very ordinary moment. And then, inside that warm, intimate setting, something important happened. Taylor Swift was no longer just a guest star. She was becoming part of the Kelce family, a shift that not everyone recognizes at first glance. So is this just a birthday party, or the clearest signal yet of a major step forward in their relationship? If you have your own perspective, leave a comment, because what comes next reveals why this moment carries far deeper meaning. To truly understand the significance of that evening, we need to look closer at the smallest details. Because in the world of high-profile figures like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, nothing is ever purely accidental. First, the setting. A birthday celebration for Kylie Kelce, Jason Kelce's wife, Travis's sister-in-law, and the woman often seen as the emotional anchor of the family. Kylie isn't someone who seeks the spotlight. She's known for being grounded, approachable, and naturally humorous. That's why her party wasn't about spectacle, it was about genuine connection. And that's exactly what made Taylor Swift's presence more meaningful than any public event. Think of it this way. In a typical American family, especially one as close-knit as the Kelces, being invited, and more importantly, being welcomed into private occasions like birthdays or holidays is more than just courtesy. It's recognition. It's a signal that you're no longer outside looking in. You're part of the circle. And that night, Taylor Swift didn't just attend. She participated. She engaged. She laughed with Kylie Kelce, choosing connection over distance, something many global stars rarely do in intimate settings. The images of the two women sharing conversations and genuine laughter said more than any public statement ever could. This was no longer about being Travis's girlfriend. This was the beginning of a relationship between Taylor and the Kelce family itself. A close source revealed that Taylor spent much of the evening fully immersed in the family atmosphere. This comes as no surprise to those who have followed her journey in this relationship. From Thanksgiving to Christmas to private gatherings, Taylor has consistently shown up with the same mindset: respect, attentiveness, and a willingness to integrate. And that's the key difference. In a world where celebrity relationships are often shaped by image and media narratives, Taylor Swift is taking a more traditional path. She's not trying to dominate the spotlight within her partner's family. She's choosing to become a natural part of it. And what about Travis Kelce? That night, he wasn't just an NFL superstar. He was a brother, a son, a family man. He spent time talking with Jason, connecting with relatives, and openly showing care for Taylor. The subtle hand-holding, the quiet, affectionate glances, not exaggerated, but deeply real. His style also told a story. A blue sweater with ski patterns, light-colored pants, a red cap. A blend of comfort and personality. This wasn't a man trying to impress. This was someone confident enough to simply be himself, and that usually only happens when you feel like you truly belong. On the other side, Taylor told a different story, one that perfectly complemented Travis. A refined red-patterned blazer, a soft floral miniskirt, elegant heels, and a pastel handbag. The look was both classic and modern, but the real message wasn't in the outfit. It was in how she chose to show up. Not overpowering, not overly attention-seeking, yet impossible to ignore. Looking at the bigger picture, this evening wasn't just a social event. It was a strategic milestone in the relationship. Because in American culture, especially in strong, tight-knit families like the Kelces, integration doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and every appearance like this marks a step forward. Jason Kelce once shared that he was impressed by Taylor's sincerity and warmth. That's no longer just a personal opinion. It's being proven through real moments. From how she interacts with Kylie to how she shows up at important gatherings, everything points to one truth. Taylor Swift isn't just in a relationship with Travis Kelce. She's building a relationship with his entire family. And when a relationship reaches that point, it's no longer just about two people. It becomes part of a larger emotional ecosystem where family, values, and connection take center stage. That's why this birthday party, despite having no spotlight, carries more weight than many of their previous public appearances. It wasn't loud, but it was clear. And sometimes the clearest signals come from the quietest moments.
When we look back at the full story, what stays with us isn't the outfits, the location, or even the presence of famous names. What truly matters is how everything unfolded, gently, naturally, yet meaningfully. A birthday celebration, a family dinner, and a moment that reveals a relationship maturing in the most grounded way. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce don't need grand declarations to prove anything. They don't rely on dramatic, headline-making moments the way celebrity culture often expects. Instead, they choose small but consistent steps. Taylor's presence at important family occasions, from holidays to private gatherings, is gradually painting a clearer picture than ever before. She's not just a partner, she's becoming part of the family's value system. And perhaps that's what the public rarely sees, yet what truly defines a lasting relationship. Not the spotlight, not the fame, but the quiet evenings where you can be yourself, where you are heard, and where you are accepted. The final question isn't where this relationship is going, but whether we are witnessing a different kind of love in the celebrity world, one that is slower, deeper, and more real. If you felt something from this story, leave a comment using the video's keyword to share your thoughts. And if you want to continue following stories told with depth and emotion like this, don't forget to subscribe, because sometimes the most meaningful moments happen in silence.